Now, kind of moving subjects a little bit or different topics, Bryce, there's also something else that I find very intriguing because I've done this too in my earlier years. So you made a video on YouTube that I thought was really cool about kind of different ways that you're making extra money on top of the already ways we've talked about in today's episode, but you are flipping a bunch of the toys that you purchase. So,
Oh yeah, I saw that video. I saw it.
yeah, as in toys, I'm meaning, I call them a snowmobile, but you call them, was it a sled?
A sled, yeah.
A sled. See, a sled is something you pull behind a side-by-side. That's what I call that. The plastic things you buy at the hardware store. But no, so you're flipping motorcycles, you're flipping, sleds, you're flipping all different kinds of stuff. Could you talk a little bit about, one, how you got started with that, but also how exactly does that work for you? Like, how do you find it? How do you, how did you learn how to fix the stuff? And then how do you, return your money on that initial investment?
Totally.
And I think I saw a camper in there too, right?
Okay. Yeah. There's a couple of campers in there.
Nothing's off limits with this kid, man.
So to give you a little bit of a background, I was raised in a good, like, middle-class family. Like, my dad went to work. I don't want to dump on my upbringing because I was very, very fortunate with how I was raised. But that being said, like, money was still tight, like we didn't have a lot of the toys. Like, I always saw my friends and their parents with the boat and the four-wheelers and this and that. And like, we would go on hikes and not to downplay that or anything, but my parents would just say, we just don't have the money. And so growing up and now being an adult and soon raising my own family, I decided I want to do things differently and I want to have the toys and I want to do that. But the thing is that if you go to I don't even know what you call it, the four-wheeler store or wherever you go to buy these toys brand new, right, I mean, it's going to be $15,000 for a four-wheeler. And then over the next few years, you lose all this money and depreciation, all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, I just can't do that. So what I decided to do was I started looking for just cheap ways to buy these toys. And I found, I had a buddy who introduced me. It's not like this was my idea, but I got access to the auctions. And so I buy these toys and they've either been wrecked or rolled or most of the time it's usually just minor cosmetic stuff, but anybody can get access to these auctions. And so just the other day, I bought a snowmobile for $4,000. So I won it at the auction. Right now it's worth $9,000.
Excuse me,
I bought a
sled.
Yeah. Sorry.
In New York, we call it a snowmobile too, but we call it a snowmobile. Yeah. Snowmobile.
With that accent.
You want to go upstate and do some snowmobiling? Or do some snowmobiling?
Now, Bryce, you said you get access to these auctions. What are these auctions? How do you find them? How do you get access to them?
Yeah, I think the easiest way is just go check out that video I did. I talk about all and really, like I said, it's free to sign up. You can bid on these auctions. It's not like you see in the movies, where everyone's got this stick that they hold up that says, $100, $200. It's like that, just virtually. I mean, you just click and say, I'm going to bid $100. I'm going to bid $200. But yeah, anybody can go on there. You can look at these items. You can actually go to the auction a week or two before the online auction, and you can look at these things. They've got these lots all over the country, and you can look at the items in person. So you're not bidding on these things blind necessarily. But like I said, I bought that sled just 2 or 3 weeks ago. Last week I picked up a motorcycle. I spent $1,800 on it. I put $800 to fix it up, and now it's worth $5,000. And the cool thing is, not only do I get to ride these toys for as long as I want, when I'm done, I sell them, make a profit, and I got to enjoy them for free and then go and do it again.